doubting very much that anyone will have logged on that quickly. Welcome to Bonus Action Heroes, where I'm not going to say it. That's yours, Veronica. We're not voice actors. In fact, most of our accents are pretty terrible. Mine are
Accent
probably
warning.
yeah. So if they cause offence, I'm really sorry. They're not supposed to represent any real world accents. That's how terrible they are. We left off. Where did we leave off? So in the last episode, our intrepid heroes, probably in quotes, intrepid actually, were navigating their way across the silken paths in the Underdark following their escape from a drow prison called Valkenvelve. And they had decided to take the fastest route possible to get as far away from their pursuers as they could. But that did mean that they came across something that their goblin guides referred to as the Big Eye, which turned out to be a spectator, a beholder of sorts. Clearly been down there a long time. No longer, these things are often summoned with a task in hand. Clearly, its task was long behind it, and it had slowly driven itself mad by all accounts. It had talked about demons and demonic forces rising up out of the abyss. It also accused the party of being demons themselves and trying to trick it. With Daphne at the head, they tried to go for a peaceful resolution to their interaction with this thing. With varied success. Logic clearly was long behind this creature, and eventually, via a blast of a confusion ray, I think Drodin had firebolted someone, and from there the party got the fantastic idea that if we can burn each other with firebolts, then clearly we're not demons and you should let us past. So lots of self-inflicted wounds
It
occurred.
was for the best.
And it was going quite well. People were getting by. It was convincing this spectator that indeed they weren't demons. Unfortunately, Drodin had cast mage armor, which caused one of the firebolts to miss. And the creature then clearly felt that Drodin was a demon, and combat ensued. So the party did a great deal of damage, both to themselves and to this creature, and finally managed to kill it. They'd spent a short time. They'd lost their goblin guides who had scarpered. They spent a short time and eventually worked their way down to the actual dark lake itself, where we left them. Let me just find you a nice picture of the dark lake. So you'll find yourselves still stood on stone with this vast cavern stretching out in front of you. It is pretty much pitch black, except for these little patches of luminescent, well, something beneath the surface of the water which glows and gives off a gentle light. You can also see off in the distance rocks, stalagmites, stalactites. Although it is called the Dark Lake, it appears to be slightly more complex than that. A series of rivers, lakes, caverns. Time will tell, but we'll hand over to you all. What would you like to do?
The direction to Slubberdub. And do we need to start picking our way around the edge of the lake? Any boats or anything nearby? Any vessels?
Roll a perception for me, please. It is unfortunately at disadvantage because it is dark here, even with dark vision. Okay. You have a good scan of the water's edge. You can't see any signs of civilization at all, really. There's no boats. There's no docks or piers. You don't see anyone on the water. The only thing you really can see is along the edge of this lake, And you do see along the edge that with that roll that there's kind of like streams that jut in and out of the lake, if that makes sense. So they kind of jut inwards inland slightly and then go. You can see these rather large looking mushrooms, probably 50, 60, some of them 70 feet tall. That's the only thing you can see.
So there's no way for us to basically cross this lake without going through the water. There's no way to go around it.
You think you could probably work your way around it, but it would be quite slow. Slow
It's
going.
a really massive lake, basically, as far as the eye can see.
Yeah, it disappears well beyond even the best night vision, dark vision.
Is water drinkable? Is it worth us topping up?
You can roll a survival, or you can just top up. It's up to you.
I haven't got any spells left, but
I'll taste it.
on the
Okay. Yeah, you taste it. It is. You were concerned that it might be salt water, but actually, if you taste it where it's coming in. So actually, as you're stood on this sort of pathway, you can see a stream coming in. So although you smelt salt water, it's clear that the little estuaries that feed into the lake are actually, clean, no salt. So as long as you fill up from there, then yes, you can drink it.
Okay, I'll tell everybody and tell everybody to fill up as much as they can while we've got the chance.
Yeah. Everyone can fill up. Do you want me to put that in party resources or?
Yes, please.
Yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
Okay. So who's got water skins? Is it pretty much everybody?
Yeah, I've got one.
Yes, one of the
Everyone
few
do?
things I have.
Okay. So
and would I know that Slippersdip is like on the edge of the lake from the partial map I've got?
you believe that you're on the lake. Have you got your map?
Yeah.
Sorry for the coughing, everyone. Yeah, you would. Let me just. Sorry, just trying to find your map. What's your map called? Partial map.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you see on the map. No one else will be able to see this, but you see on the map where there's like a path that goes up to the lake edge, and then there's almost like a little circular bit above it. It kind of looks like a cat with its tail hanging out the bottom left.
Yeah. Yeah. That is a reference I understand.
So you are effectively at the bottom of that, at the tip of the cat's tail there.
Okay.
And
So
you would know that it's probably 3 or 4 days by boat, or you could potentially walk, but with your knowledge you suspect that some of it will be quite easily passable and others you might have to traverse some difficult, swamplands, streams. You know that the lake isn't a lake in the traditional sense. It's not just a big open body of water. There is sort of different caverns within it and different sort of tunnels, and it's varied landscape. So your map doesn't really give you that. You would only get that by traveling it, really.
Okay. I'll tell the rest of the group that Slippersdip is on the edge, but it's a few days travel either by boat or questionable on foot, but could be done if we're careful. And then
Well, we don't.
I wonder if it's worth asking Stool about those. But I'll point off to the tall mushrooms.
Okay, Stool sees where you're pointing and starts to wander off. He just starts heading off. They're probably about 50, 60 feet away. He just starts waddling
Are
off.
they
Doesn't
inland? Like, what kind of surface are they on?
They are on. They appear to be on a sort of rocky, peaty surface. It's where the shore meets the rock, and there's this strip in between where it looks quite dark and rich.
Careful! Watch out! And I'll make my way after him.
Okay. Yeah, he waits for you and then holds out this little stubby mushroom hand and for you. And then there's a big cloud of spores surrounds you again, and you feel that tickle in the back of your nose, and then the tickle in your brain.
There's the money shot.
Zerkwood. This is Zerkwood.
Erkwood?
Zerkwood.
And what does that mean?
Zerkwood.
As soon as you hear the name, you would know this from your time in the Drow cities, that's generally what Drow buildings that aren't built into stalagmites or tights, furniture, siege engines, anything that you would make out of wood on the surface, they make wood in the Underdark. It's kind of got the density of oak, but it's not as heavy.
Do they? Are these mushrooms like you? Do they feel things and?
He wanders up a little bit more closely, and he again you see this little hand come out, which you've not seen before. Actually, it's the first time you've seen it, and touches them.
And then, no. These don't think.
They don't think. Okay. Would you be okay with us maybe using a bit of them?
Why would I?
I just wanted to check.
That's very thoughtful. Soft as a thoughtful.
Trying to be. Well, let's go get the others. Now, I think we might be able to make a boat out of this, or maybe a raft.
Still
I'm not sure.
doesn't know what a boat is, or a raft.
Well, a boat can contain people, but it will float on the water, so it will help us get places quicker. So it could maybe help us get you home a bit quicker. I'm not expecting ours will be any good, but if it can get us to somewhere that has people who are good at making boats, let's have a bit of a better chance.
Quicker than walking.
Quicker than walking.
Will we die from the speed?
I don't think we're going to go that fast. You've gone much faster whilst we've been on the silken path.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
He turns and waddles back to the others, and you catch him up very quickly because he's very slow.
I forgot what it was called. Erkwood or Elkwood? Erkwood.
Zerkwood. I shall put it in chat for you.
Okay, yeah. Please and thank you. We know I'm not good with words. I think we might be able to choose Zerkwood to maybe make some kind of vessel. Might be a little bit easier to get around by boat than on foot.
Not really my specialty. Try.
I could have a go. I mean, I would need some help.
Well, I'll help.
I mean, they are quite big, so we'll have to be very careful. We don't want to go getting crushed, do we?
You know, we
Not-
don't have to help. I could just fly away.
No, I was talking to the others and their clumsiness.
Insight.
It's up to you, Hazel. Either deception or
I was
if
being
you.
completely honest. It had not
Okay.
occurred to me that Tink is small and could be easily crushed. It was more, I can see this going badly for the rest of us.
Oh, she has a chip on her shoulder, so there'll be a moment of.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to be lying. It's genuine. Seems genuine.
Malice doesn't think about people's feelings enough to figure out whether that would sound sarcastic or sassy or anything.
To start with, I couldn't harvest it, so off to work with you all then.
I've got the limiter that I picked up. One of the. Can't remember where I got it actually. Maybe one of the goblins.
Yeah, I think a lot of us took weapons from the goblins. I've got a scimitar as well.
Yeah, so no one has an axe then.
I don't think I've got an axe. I haven't.
Okay.
I have a variety of tools.
Okay, well, whoever wants to cut it down can do so with a survival check, with help from anyone that wants to help to give you advantage.
I will help.
Okay.
I've got a +5 survival, so I'll have a go with help from Drodin, so with advantage.
I will give guidance if possible.
Okay. You can give guidance, yeah. Yeah, you're going at this tree with a scimitar, and your first instinct is this is going to take a long time with this, but you find your pace and your rhythm, and you start hacking through, and within probably about half an hour, you've managed to cut out a little wedge, and then eventually you hear it crack and creak, and the tree. You aim it beautifully. You just cut it just the right place so it lands on this little strip of land between this stream and the water.
I very carefully nudge Stool out of the way.
Okay. Yeah, with that roll though, it was just so precise. The tree just went exactly where he wanted it to. Missed everyone.
Still calling as a lumber worker.
And in fact, with that roll, you managed to take 3 of these large trees down. The trunks are quite wide. You could just use them as they are. You might struggle to cut them up with a scimitar into halves or whatnot.
Yeah, with the tools that we have available to us, it's probably the best we're going to get.
Well, I have a length of rope if we want to at least try and tie them together.
These were mushrooms, Matt, did you say?
They're effectively extremely tall mushrooms with a cap on the top, but it does have the density of wood.
So
it doesn't feel like a mushroom. It is quite dense.
So there's be no like smaller pieces sprouting off like you might see on a tree. It's just smooth right all the way up.
No, you might find the odd bit of a different fungus growing off the side, but there's no branches or anything like that.
So, what is our plan?
Sorry.
No, go on. You start first.
I was just going to ask, how buoyant does the cap of the mushroom seem, and how big is it? Could we just take the cap off?
Let me just roll and see. Okay, unfortunately the cap got crushed when it fell, so In fact, I'll do it for all three. The caps are crushed, but one of them does seem to have come loose when it fell, and it is almost like a perfectly round boat. Probably big enough to get 2 or 3 people in without any modification. You don't know how stable it will be though.
So we obviously can't all fit in this.
This is the moment where I attempt to stretch my abilities, DM,
Mm-hmm.
with my engineer background.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, I'd know what a boat is.
Yeah,
Could
you
I?
would, yeah. You all
Would
would.
I do roll something to know how we could build some sort of raft relatively well?
Sure. What skill do you feel you've got that's appropriate? I mean, you could roll survival. You're probably not great at that, are you?
Base intelligence.
Yeah, I could do a straight intelligence check. Again, if others are helping you, can let you do it that way.
Daphne can use her painting skills to try and basically draw up a design based on what Tink is telling her. So it doesn't kind of
Okay.
When I have blueprints, my engineer background is happy. What does it say?
Yeah, it does. Basically, if Daphne can draw you up some blueprints.
That works. Okay, straight intelligence.
You do have Tinker's tools, right?
Yep.
So will it let you
What
roll
do you
on
want me to roll
Tinker's
with?
tools? I'm going to let you have proficiency on that as well. Just looking at your background, so that'll be intelligence plus 3. So what you've got +2, so +5 to your roll.
Okay.
With advantage, as Daphne spends some time sort of looking at the materials and talking to you and sketching out this sort of plan to try and plan.
Whoop whoop.
That's 5.
It's got
promise.
Oh my life!
I forgot about
Thankfully,
that.
I also give guidance.
That's
but I don't
horrific.
really need
Why is
This
the
stuff of nightmares.
Oh, so that's 25 altogether. That's pretty good. Yeah, between you figure out a way to get these 3 trunks bound together using the head from the one that didn't get destroyed at the front of the boat to sort of almost break the water as you're pushing forward. And indeed, using all the ropes that you have, you manage to get something pretty good. And in fact, with that roll, as you're looking at the pieces of the caps of the mushrooms that broke, you realise that some of them have broken in such a way, and you managed to cut them a bit further and create a number of oars for everybody to use.
I imagine there's a lovely montage where Tink is just ordering people about.
Yeah. And everyone's looking slightly annoyed, but doing it anyway.
And we all
A
stand
hobby
back and go,
montage.
oh, actually, it's all right.
It looks surprisingly like a boat. Yeah, so you find yourself with a raft, a boat. It's crude, but it's effective. It's big enough for all of you. It's incredibly buoyant.
Which direction do we want to head in, Malice? Do you know where we're aiming for?
So kind of northeast along the coast.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
if we head that way, and I say if we stay closer to the coast, that's probably the safest at the moment. I'm very impressed by this, but it's best we don't know what's out there yet. The closer to the coast we are, I'm hoping the safer we are.
Yeah. To jump on. spring on from the shore point.
I mean, if you want to show people your map, Malice, I can do that for you. If you don't, that's
yes.
fine too.
Yes. Show the map. I do not like having this level of responsibility.
Yeah. Okay, I will share that with everyone now.
I wasn't sure whether it was a physical map or a mental map, so
There we go. Sorry. I mean, it will be rudimentary, thing that you've probably drawn and put together partially from memory. But it's a lot easier if everyone can see that, can't they? I mean, it's not exhaustive, and there is a lot of smaller tunnels and caves and things that won't be on there.
I can't see it, Madden. I think the game's paused for me as well. Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Just really late.
Yeah. There you go. So, do you push out into the water?
Yeah.
So, which direction are we headed? So we're now at can't remember where we are. Where are we now?
We left Valve.
Yeah. So are we at Sloop?
Well,
Loop?
we want to head. We want to head there, so we're probably just south of there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you want to
Yeah.
head
So
up, head north,
Heading north.
northeast, up the
That
coast.
that shape that
You
looks
go
like
north.
a cat with a tail.
Yeah.
You're kind of at the bottom of the tail at the moment.
Yeah, we're 2 tunnels below. Or on the second tunnel below.
Cool.
Okay. How are you proceeding in the boat? Are you going for speed? Are you going for quiet? Are you?
I would say carefully, because none of us have done this before.
Yeah, we'll go for quiet. We don't know what's in this lake. Well, maybe some of us might, but I can't imagine it's uninhabited. So yeah, we'll keep an eye out for what's in the water as well, and even on the coast as well, because be things, maybe combing the shore.
Can I? Do we have anything that we could throw in the water as we're sort of floating about and have it be under the water, dragged? Do we have anything like that with us? I don't think I have that. I'll just grab the paper ask if I have anything to sort.
Are you trying to fish?
No, I just thought I would cast a light on it and throw it on the water, and then this way we can, we have a way of looking deep in the water and see if there's anything there.
Yeah, it might work like a lure as well and attract things to us.
It could do, but then we have to weigh the risk of us not knowing what's there or us potentially dragging something there.
Didn't you say, Matt, there were lights in the water, like those blue lights that we saw earlier in the cavern?
Yeah, they're occasionally. They're not everywhere, but you do see these bioluminescent sort of green and blue colours beneath the water, just shifting occasionally.
Does that
They're
give
not
us any
everywhere.
idea of can we see in those, if we pass a bit of water where there is some of that, can we have a look in and see what it looks like below, or is it murky?
Sure, you can roll perception if you want to see what these things are.
Yeah, quite beautiful.
Okay. Is anyone else having a look? Tink, you try. Your night vision is really terrible, and in a way, your eyes adjust so that you can see these glowing things probably better because you don't have dark vision. But yeah, you can see that there's a shape, but it doesn't look like anything living. Sevatar, as you look, and you both Tink and you are looking, and you can see it shifting and moving, and then going deeper and coming higher, and you realise it's got this sort of almost like a delta shape. So it's narrow at the front, extends out, and then you can see like a tail, like a whip-like tail at the back. And this thing is, you realise as you look, at first you think it's quite big and close to you, but you realise it's quite deep and probably really big. It's some kind of fish, and you can see these stripes across its back. Basically looks like a manta ray for reference.
I think we should go quietly.
It's not causing us any trouble right now. Keep a low profile.
And everyone roll stealth for me. Everyone that's rowing, that is. Who's rowing?
How many
Things like,
rowers
I'm
do
too
we need?
small.
How many people do we need as rowers?
You can have as few or as many as you want. I would say you probably want at least 4. The thing is quite to keep it straight and keep it steered. But you could have, it's big enough that you could have pretty much everyone rowing if you wanted.
And how many of the others have come with us?
So you have Bupido, Derendil, Eldith, and the 2 Stall, obviously, who's not going to be any good for paddling, and the 2 deep gnomes, Topsy and Turvy. And Fargus. There's a lot with you, isn't there? Yeah, you also have Fargus, who was the little halfling that was with you.
We saved.
You did. You saved him, yeah.
I don't know why I rolled athletics.
I'm wondering about Elder, whether she'd be any good. I don't think Darendil would be a good choice if we're trying to be careful, though.
Yeah.
So who have we got so far?
I mean, I'm going to have a row. If we get into any difficulty and we need some strength behind it, I'm going to fail, but I'll give it a go.
I think
Right,
if we
so
end
you-
up having
so you
to
got-
forego,
I'm not good at this.
if we end up having to forego stealth in favour of speed, I think we can probably swap out for Derendil.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right. So far you've got 3 people rowing. We need at least 1 more.
I've just
Okay.
rolled, but
Huh.
not well.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be-
I'm going.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you need another person still?
So that's 4.
This one.
Yeah. So I would say if you want more, another 2, just to keep it even.
Put Papido to work.
Okay. Bupido is a fantastic rower. And quite quiet.
Does this mean that
Oh,
Tink
dear.
is going to be our coxswain?
Sounds like it. Bupido is incredibly quiet rowing. Unfortunately, he narrates while he's rowing. It's kind of like Bupido is rowing. And rowing again. And it completely destroys any stealth from him, that's for sure. But on average, the others, you manage, you keep it, you slow his paddles down, you get him to be quiet. You're moving very silently through the water. This is sort of very gentle. You're not going at high speed, but you're away from the shore slightly. It's nice and steady. You know, there's just the odd little drip of water from the oars. It just sounds nothing louder than a gentle wave on a shore. So, yeah, between you, you manage to keep it quiet. Mostly Sevatar, to be honest.
How late in the day is it?
It is probably about judging you're going by what it feels like, about 6:30 in the evening. It's up to you. How much longer do you want to push through? Do you want to keep going, or?
Well, me and Melnis can we can probably try and get an extra 4 hours out of the 2 of us.
Okay. So you're basically going to keep watch, paddle, and let the others row, are you? How do you mean?
I think if we trance for a little bit, we could then just do a quiet nighttime row.
Okay.
So we
Do
won't
you
be
want to
going
keep going?
as far or as fast. But so we'll probably
But we'll-
step out of the rain for a bit so we can trance. We couldn't trance
Okay.
and row at the same time, could we? Unless we get into a proper pattern.
Not unless there's more than two of you, I guess, that can trance. I will
can
say.
trance.
Okay.
I don't know if there's a fourth.
I think it's just the three of us.
I think
So
Seb's
someone else could
literally
push
enforced
through,
this
but
current. Yeah.
they would get exhaustion if they kept going. So you paddle on for, I would say, a good 2, 3, 4 hours. It's coming on to about 9:30 in the evening now. You manage to keep it beautifully silent. You do see some more of these huge manta rays with these sort of glowing patches across their back, and some of them come right up to the water. Because you're being so quiet, they don't seem to notice you're there. And Tink, you see them now. You realise that what you thought were these little glowing fish are suddenly these huge, great big manta rays, sort of 20, 30 feet across. And they come up to the surface and then dive again. What would you like to do? You would all start getting tired now. You did quite a strenuous day on the webs, followed by quite a lot of paddling, albeit slowly.
I presume we want to be sleeping in shifts, so there's always people paddling because we don't want to stay in the water for any longer than we need to.
Yeah, we need to pull up onto the shore and see if we can find somewhere safe to set up camp for the night. I guess we can all have a sleep.
How many of us is there? Could we not sleep on the boat? Is there not enough space for us to sleep on the boat?
Yeah, there probably is. Yeah.
Or could we
So
have four
what
of
we were
us?
saying about Drodin and Malice being able to trance and row, because there were 4 of us originally rowing, would we have been able to just trance whilst rowing for that 4 hours we've just rowed?
I don't think you can trance whilst you're rowing, but I think it just means that you only need 4 hours of the night to rest, and then the other 4 hours you can just row as normal.
So we could probably, if there's 3 of us who can trance, we can probably get someone to take over for 4 hours. And then 2 of us can trance and then resume rowing afterwards. So we can kind of do a weird shift pattern to make sure we never really stop moving. We'd slow down, but we'd not stop.
Still be moving. So if if everyone else is willing to try to sleep, 2 of the drow are rowing at all times, but we'll take it in turns to trance. But the person who's trancing can still kind of be a bit more aware of what's going on around them.
Yeah, we're always I think we're semi-conscious when we're trancing.
Yeah.
Definitely will offer to drive for a bit.
Okay, yeah, so definitely that takes part of it that would allow 2 of us to trance straight off the bat, so then we could row for a bit longer anyway.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to make you roll for that. I think you could easily figure out some shifts and make sure that you keep rowing, and indeed you manage to keep. I mean, it's this dark. No matter whether it's day or night, it's dark here, but you manage to arrange it so that you keep rowing through the night. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, and indeed, you have no trouble. You make really good progress. You're not going particularly fast, but because you keep going for the whole time, you find yourself The next morning, the caverns have changed slightly now. Although you're still paddling the boat, you can see how as you get closer to Slubledop, you find that it's almost like channels in the lake. There's quite a lot of rock, and you're almost starting to go through all these different winding underground rivers, and they separate and then rejoin, and then it opens up again. And as you probably get to about 8:30 the next morning, you're starting to think about food and drink and things like that. A few people are sleeping, so others are gently paddling. You see off in the distance just these tiny green twinkling lights. As they're right on the horizon of the water, you can't really make out what they are, but it looks like signs of life.
Have we all had a long rest?
You have, yeah.
It looks like we're approaching the. Is it a city or a town? Would I know?
You would know it as a town, about 500 people. Yeah, not massive. And indeed, as you say that, Sevatar, you just, it's hard to make out because the distance is quite long, but you do see these little specks of light on the water coming and going from whatever these green lights are, and you suspect that may be boats. They're quite a long way off, but you can definitely make them out.
Okay. Would I know what the best way to approach would be? Is there any kind of custom or tradition or?
Roll a history for me. Okay. It's a tough one because although you've met with them before, you've always approached them from land. You do know that Kuatoa are amphibious, so they live both on the land. Their town is actually on the surface, but they can just as easily survive under the water. Generally, they will be more defensive if you come from the water, simply because it gives them, they're not very comfortable on land, so it doesn't give them anywhere to run to if they felt threatened. So with that role, you believe it probably would be better to approach them from the land, just to look less aggressive.
I'll mention that then and suggest we find somewhere to moor up and continue the last sort of 1,000 feet or something on foot.
Okay. Well, sounds good to me, old boy. I've not really met any fish folk, I'll be honest. Are they friendly?
That they can be. That's they're not what you would expect from typical cultures that us land dwellers are used to. Have their own unique ways. Quite tribal, primitive in some respects. So.
Oh, so we need to be on our guard then.
I would say so. Let's try to show respect. The usual things that make sense. And try to be grateful of any hospitality shown.
Okay. And they are civilized, right? They're open to trade.
There's a level of civilization, and trade will be possible, yeah. But
excellent.
I'm not sure your gold will be much use here, but we'll see.
Oh, so we should take gifts or something? We should find something useful, or
things that are useful or look pretty.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even have trousers, so
Yeah, that doesn't look pretty.
no.
Thought we none of us had anything really, so what about a half decent boat?
Yeah,
it's lasted, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And what, didn't one of you have hide a gem up your bum or something? Or did I dream that? I swear back in Velkenveld someone had a gem up their arse. Excuse my Knoll Rindenvanian. No, maybe not. Maybe I imagined it. Maybe it was a weird dream.
I think something.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it got stolen by a grumpy orc.
Oh.
What, it was Daphne? No, because then the orc died and we took our stuff back.
So you had a gold piece as well, I think, didn't you?
I gave it to. That was our payment across the webs.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
But
Killed that orc.
Somebody had the gem, yeah.
Who killed that orc? It was you, Darendil. That was, isn't it?
No. Did I really?
Yeah, you hit him quite hard in the face, as I recall.
He was alive when I left him. I would like to point out I didn't finish him off.
No, I think he bled out in the night because nobody really cared to make sure he wasn't going to die. Which,
a bit of an arse.
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to. So where are we giving them the boat, but we're going across land?
Yes, we'll tell them where it is. They can travel these shores better than we can. They'll be able to find this no problem once we tell them where it is.
Okay. Very well. Well, please lead on. Just let us know, and we'll. I'm at your service as always. And Darendel will just carry on paddling. You paddle for probably another 3 or 4 hours. Comes to about lunchtime-ish. And indeed, the lake, you kind of catch a glimpse of the shape of the weird, off in the distance, these weird buildings that they almost look like tufts of grass at first. But as you get a bit closer, you can see that there's more structure to them. They're a little bit more, they're very rough and ready. They're not very pretty at all, but they're clearly a settlement. And you can see these small boats with a pole on the front with a lantern, and then they're almost using them like like a gondola where they have a thing at the back that they push back and forth, and they sort of make their way through the water very gracefully. And there starts to be lots of outcroppings in the water, lots of rocks, and you kind of feel like it's probably either you need to go out into the deeper water and come into the docks, or pull in, and you can see lots of little streams feeding in that you could probably walk through and get back to the city on land.
I think we should pull in here. Just to avoid being spotted from the docks and I'm getting the wrong impression. Kind of steer towards the shore.
Okay.
Try and direct it up a stream.
Yeah, there's quite a number of these little streams. You find one that is wide enough. It takes a little bit more effort for everyone to paddle it up to get it up into this little stream, and then drag the boat up onto the shore. And off in front of you, you can see again. It's very dark, almost pitch black. There's little to no light as it goes inwards. You can just see these tunnels just winding off up to the north.
If it turns out that they can't supply us with a better mode of transport, I would be quite sad to see this boat go. I think if we could source the right materials, we could reinforce this and it would be really quite good.
Yeah, if we're happy with the boat, we can keep it. I'm just thinking maybe food, weapons, armor, that sort of thing. Maybe tools. We can get that here, those here, or something close to, then we'll be in a much better position to push on further. Whatever we can find. Let's see what's here. I've not been here before, so I just do have some experience with these people.
Eldest sort of pipes up. Aye, what's the plan from here? Where do we? I understand the plan is to get a boat, and very good that is. Where to though?
I thought we were going to investigate this this place towards Gracklstook, where this fellow was going, whose name I don't remember.
Vargas.
Vargas.
Yeah. The little halfling fellow was after some tomb, wasn't he? Aye. Fair enough. Just thought I'd ask. Obviously, I would very much like to go back to Gauntlegrim if that is on the cards. But I am aware a lot of you are under dark folk, and you may not want to see the sun. So understand. I'm just aware there may come a point where we go our separate ways, and I just like to, be clear.
I wouldn't mind a trip as far as Gauntlegrim, though I also thought at some point we'd be going to the Neverlight Grove for Stool's benefit, and Mantell Dareth isn't too far. We can travel through there to go to Blingden Stone if we needed anything else.
Aye, true.
First, we all focus our efforts on what's most important, which is we're being hunted down and we need to get to a safe place. So once we know that, then once we all accept that, then we can define what that safe place is, be that a city down here or perhaps the land above. But I think it's good to all be clear about what our end game is, and then we can decide
Aye.
what we do on our way there.
Aye, that's a good point. And where can I ask? Where are you from, Daphne?
Well, I'm not from down here, which is what's important.
Aye. Yeah, you make a good point. I mean, I know we haven't seen evidence of the drow following us, but I'm sure they'll have scouts out here, and if we're seen, they'll take any opportunity to. They like to make it. She looks at Drodin and Malice. They like to make example of escapees and rebels, don't they?
We found like can't go the woods, so I just want to make sure that we're not focusing on completing everyone's dreams and wishes, and just rather having one singular goal, having this thing that's going to be easy for survival. Once we know we're safe, then we can determine what each of us wants to do. But the important thing is that we're all safe.
Aye. Well, you speak sense as always. Right. It's very dark in here. Can you see all right, Tink?
Whenever I can't see, I will ask Daphne for light. So
Okay.
So Drodin's probably usually got dancing lights up as well for the benefit of everyone else in the party. Like I don't know if Darren Dill and the like get dark vision, so he'll just have those floating around so everyone can see each other.
Yeah, Darren Dill doesn't have. I think Darren Dill does have dark vision, but Tink does not. Okay. Right. I'm going to put a map up. It is going to go right to left, which obviously doesn't feel right, but you are effectively heading north. It's just unfortunately, I haven't. I did the map. I didn't turn it before I configured it, so ignore the direction on the map. But Sure. So, you find yourselves again wandering through these tunnels. You can hear, even through the rock walls, you can hear just off in the distance the sound of the dark lake water lapping. You can hear streams, and occasionally, as you're walking along the paths, a stream will actually cross your path and run off down towards the lake, so that you know you're still heading north. These caverns are absolutely pitch black. There is no light, so Daphne, again, you request the light spell and you find yourself giving off this beautiful emanating light. As you step into this piece of the cavern, you hear something off in the distance, and it's this chittering, laughing, cackling noise.
Percy?
And as you're it won't stop now. As you kind of all stop for a moment, just listening, trying to figure out what this sound is. And as you do, you see something huge and bulky just outside the range of the light spell, just zip across the passage. And it's huge, probably 7-8 foot tall. You can see it's silhouetted and dark. It's hard to make out, but you see this huge beaked head and these huge long limbs with hooks on the end. And as quick as you see it, it's gone. And it skirts straight across in front of you. And you could have hear this sound of rubble as something very big squeezes down a passage that clearly is too small for it.
Did you all see that?
I'm going to,
Yeah. Yep, there it is.
So you can see it quickly.
preemptively cast Mage Armor.
And I do the same.
You see one and then another, and then they're gone.
Daphne's going to step forward and prepare an action to shoot at them if they come towards the direction. With
Okay.
a blast. Protection strike. And she's also going to move so she's ahead of the ones. You can see some of the lights in her skin are starting to flush. Yeah,
Sounds like someone's got a dodgy tummy.
You hear this sound off to the right from the passage where these things came from. This animalistic shattering. At first it sounds like animals, but then there's almost structure to it. It's almost, there's language there. So maybe it's not just an animal.
Any
Malice is gonna grab
familiarity?
Saul's hand and
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Sorry, you go, Hazel.
go ahead, Steve. I was just going to say Malice is going to grab Stool by the hand, and they're going to go into the middle of the group for a bit of protection.
Okay. Derendil will walk to the front next to you, Daphne. Steve, do you want to roll nature or history, whatever you think? See whether you know what these are.
Oh, neither's good, so let's do nature.
Likewise, anyone else that wants to can. Yeah, that's good enough. You at first you think it sounds like a hyena, but then you hear this sort of structural language, and you think it's probably gnolls.
Regular ones, or
Yeah. What are irregular ones?
So just in a hushed voice, just tell everybody what to expect, what they are. Yeah, we're unlikely to get past these without a fight. So prepare yourselves.
So let's plan for a fight. Which direction did we last see them towards, or can we hear them from?
Hear them from here. This sort of direction.
Can I lurk around the corner and have a look, see if I can see anyone?
Yeah, roll perception for me. In fact, you might have seen them.
Yeah, I can see.
Can
As
I
you-
attempt
as-
to hide? Sorry.
Sure, go for it. Yeah, roll stealth for me. As you peep around the corner, Daphne, you see. Well, you see 4 these large humanoids, bulky, wearing sort of very primitive clothing with hyena heads. They all seem to be carrying crude and rather rusty-looking weapons, spears. A couple of them have longbows, and they're gambolling down the corridor at quite a pace towards where you are. Everyone roll initiative, please.
Whoop,
And
whoop.
can I release as a reaction before roll initiative to my
You
blast?
can. Yes, you can. Yeah,
It is coming towards me.
it is.
Mm-hmm.
And when you say gambolling, do you mean gambolling as in how I understand gambolling? Because I love that imagery.
Gambling.
A gamble.
Yeah,
Playing cards and
yeah.
that, you mean?
They're like completely filled with glee, and yeah, look, it's almost slightly
Forward rolls.
ridiculous.
Loping
Yeah.
and hopping.
Yeah.
No. It's the fearsome Thomas. No.
So you got a moustache and glasses as well.
Because it looks like Thomas, but it isn't.
But we should run away like it is.
Due to international copyright
Mr.
laws.
Thomas to you.
Okay, has everyone rolled initiative?
I'm
Excuse
in.
me. You're in. Oh, there we go. Last one. Okay, top of the round then.
I did some damage to it. I hit,
Okay.
I hit. It was 13.
13. Okay, let's have a look. 13 to hit.
No, that's it. It's a natural 20.
Okay, go for it. Roll damage then.
It was 13 with damage.
13. Okay, great. Okay, you strike this. Yeah, this thing does not expect to see you facing the other way, and as it's sort of almost skipping along the corridor, you just blast it, and you see quite a serious wound open in its chest. And we are top of the round. Tink.
I will fly over so I can see them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, I'm on your head, Daphne. And mage hand? No. Firebolt, the bloody one.
Okay, go for it.
I
that is-
hit Daphne's head mid-fly and it froze me.
Just catch her ears with your feet, and unfortunately it misses. Yeah, this passed with you, by the way. It's quite narrow, so although you could get through it, you would have to squeeze. It would take you a while to get through. Likewise, it will take them a while to get through, you suspect.
That's all I can really do, so that was 25 feet. I'm going to take another... No, that's inside a wall. Just come back a step. That's me.
It's because you're so tiny. Okay, Sevatar, you're up
Okay.
next.
15 feet. I'm still well, I don't know if I'm hiding, but I tried to hide, so hopefully I'm hidden. And I'll unfurl the short bow, take it off my back, take a shot at the one I can see.
Yep. It's good. Roll damage. That's good.
So is it sneak attack if I'm hidden?
You don't need sneak attack. How do you want to do this?
Oh, cool. Just very, very quietly, it just flies through the air, and it just the noise amongst the clamouring of the yipping. There's just one less yip. It just kind of quietly slumps to the floor.
Nice. Yeah, it just drops silently to the floor. Anything else?
And I'll 15 feet back or 10 feet back.
Okay. Bizarrely, the knoll at the back has gone first. So Daphne and Tink, you would see a knoll sprint from the back of the cavern across this little narrow entranceway and disappear around the corner. And Darren Dill is up. Is anyone shouting an order for him?
I'll say guard the entrance.
What, here?
No, the one lower. This
Here.
one. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I think there's something down that little alleyway, so he's a good meat shield there, isn't he?
Oh, I can see it now. Yeah, see the one.
What, that one?
Yeah, sure.
He looks a bit confused. He kind of runs past slightly, goes back, shrugging. There we go. And Daphne, it's your turn.
I'll manifest my weapon of light as a small knife, and I'm going to move a little bit forward, see if I can see anything that way. I can't, so I'm going to move back again, and from here to another, 30 feet. Can I just shoot another ball of light at it? But this one looks like a magpie metal light just exploding.
I think the fact that you kind of dash forward, assess the situation, come back and fire the bolt. Unfortunately, it just flies slightly wide and cracks into the rock by the side of this knoll's head, who sort of snarls and snorts and makes eye contact with you. Anything else?
Yeah, I'll just go right up to this entrance right here. Holding a blade ready to attack anything comes out. So no raiding in action, just for like opportunity attacks.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Good stuff, Drodin.
Well, that area seems a bit clustered, so Drodin's just going to move the 10 feet to here. I can kind of see that. Oh, they're dead. Never mind.
There's one there.
They've still got health online, but I'm pretty sure someone killed it.
No, it's dead.
It's
definitely
today.
It's definitely dead. It's got a skull on it, or it should have.
No, it's still saying it's got health on my screen, but
maybe have a refresh.
yeah. But I'll just wait there and hold a firebolt for anything that comes through.
Okay, cool. Torpedo. wander forward a little bit, but he's not going to actively engage, as is his way.
He's invincible.
So you will see this Knoll sort of scamper forward, raise a longbow, and fire at Daphne through the gap.
Fuck him.
And he misses, but he would just see. He just keeps going, dashes across. Sorry, excuse me. That's all it can do, unfortunately. Eldith will move up and stand with Malice, and then the final Knoll will do the same. Seeing its dead companion, it will lift the longbow, take aim at Daphne, and let rip. No. And miss.
You sound so disappointed.
I'm not trying to kill you all, but it is a bit sad. Malice, you're up.
I'm just going to move up slightly and take Stall with me, so I don't want us hanging too far at the back by ourselves. And I will hold a crossbow for when a Knoll comes into view.
Okay. Stall will do nothing. Back to the top. Tink.
Unmute. Can sort of see, so I just need to move a 5 to the right and that boy.
Okay.
Nope.
Oh no.
Daphne's ears are just much larger than I realised. It happens again.
It's just a lack of hair, man. He's a reasonably sized.
And with the rest of my movement, I will get well out the way. Hello, back here.
Okay. Oh, bad luck. It's because you've already had 2 Thomases tonight. Just averages out. Sevatar.
Okay, I'm going to try and hide once more, so I'm going to do a bonus action hide if I may, but attempt it at least. And not quite knowing if I'm hidden or not, I'm going to try and scout ahead to see what I can see further down.
Yep. Yeah, you can't see your stealth roll, can you?
No, that's pretty much all I can do. So I'll hold an action to fire the short bow at anything that happens to present itself.
Okay, you don't want to use bonus action for anything?
I used it to hide.
Of course you did, yeah. Okay. Fair play. So as you settle in, you see this Knoll hunched with a longbow coming round the corner. You can take your opportunity if you want.
Okay, he's having it.
Your eyes meet as as he looks surprised as you let your arrow go or your crossbow go. Oh no! It's close, but it sort of pings off the wall.
Shit.
Drops to the floor, and the Knoll lifts the bow and just lets go. You see this arrow flying towards you. Will it be any worse than your roll? Probably.
Yeah, it is.
And this arrow just pings off the floor well
I was
short.
expecting a Boromir heroic death then.
I'm just seeing the hot shots, the 2 guys firing at each other and missing every shot from like 2 feet away.
Yeah, from behind the trash cans.
Yeah. You fire a chicken at someone. Derendil is still stood by this. He's sort of looking down this tunnel. I can see two large things, but they appear away, not towards us. What should I do? Unless anyone gives him any orders, he will just hold there.
Mind,
Push
if they're not
forward,
coming
Darendale.
if they're not coming towards us, then mind your own business.
They might be getting reinforcements.
Push forward to me, Darendale.
He looks very confused and comes up behind you.
Stick 'em. Oh, he can't see, can he? Fuck.
No, you just kind of like go like that. Like, are they in front of us?
Better light over here, please.
Okay, Daphne.
Can't squeeze through there, so I'm going to move forward. 20 feet. 25, I'm going to engage it, and then I'm going to action. Strike it with my knife.
That's a hit.
What's that?
Nice.
Bonus action. Strike it again. This time I don't get the extra damage. Ah.
Yeah, unfortunately, the second one it just lifts the bow and bats your hand away.
Your dancing lights are up, Daphne.
That's not me. That's
That's on Tink.
Oh, I thought you had them up as well.
my light might be up. Yeah, I do have light.
I'll be putting dancing lights up soon.
But when my light is
Yeah.
still bright, so because I haven't cast anything else of concentration. So.
Yeah, I centered yours on Tink, so I hope that's okay.
Oh,
So
right.
she's what's the radius of light? Is it 40 feet with 20 foot bright? Is that right?
I don't think it's that much. Oh, yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Okay.
20 feet radius, an additional 20 feet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
torchlight then.
Okay. No, so it's 20 foot and 20 foot. Yeah, that's what I've got. So it's 40 foot dim and 20 foot bright. Okay. So that is on Tink at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Rodin.
Rodin's going to move forward near Sevatar and Darendil.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just going to throw up his dancing lights. So he creates 4 little globes that will emit dim light for a 10 feet radius.
Okay. 10 feet radius. Dim light.
Yep. And he will create 4. I don't think we ever gave him tokens for his torches.
No, I'll just have to put them where you want them. Where do you want them? Can you see them?
We'll put one here.
Yep.
And one about here.
Yep.
I can't see any further down there, so we'll put
No.
one back here
Uh-huh.
and another one down here.
Okay. Can everyone see those?
Yeah. Think someone turned the lights on.
It is like someone turned the lights on. Anything else from you, Mr. Vorgoth?
Nope, because that's a full action, and I don't have anything to do as a bonus.
Okay. Bupido. Sensing there's enough people in front of him, we'll move forward. So you see this knoll come cavorting round the corner and sort of leaps past its comrade and lunges at Daphne with a spear.
Back in time to.
That's a miss, isn't it? Rubbish. These Knolls are pants. That is its go. Eldith is up. She stood with you, Malice.
Would I have been able to see that knoll?
If you can see it, you can see it.
I can see the edge of it. Yeah.
It's pretty much got full cover from where you are. I mean, you could move and get a better view of it, but yeah, you would see something move and then dip back behind the rock. You would know as well from.
Yeah, I had held my action, hadn't I? So I'm just wondering whether it's worth taking it just in case.
I would say it would probably be like full cover, which is what, -5.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not worth it. Doesn't matter. Thank you.
The other Knoll will drop its bow. Lunge again at Daphne. There's both of them on you. 16.
That's my armor class.
Okay, unfortunately the first one misses. You managed to bat it off, but the second 3 points of damage. I think you'll be alright from that. It's a glancing blow.
Yeah.
Malice.
I will take Stool with me if possible, and
Have
Is
Stool
that
will
over?
travel.
and I will then take a shot at the knoll that appeared out of that corridor.
Yeah.
Now I've got a clear shot.
Okay. Go for it.
11.
It's a miss, unfortunately.
Yeah, and that's gonna be it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I haven't really got anything else I can do.
Sorry. Top of the round again then. Tink with Sevatar up next. Muted.
Yep, I am. What's the blue thing?
Green.
What's the what? Sorry.
The blue thing.
The stream.
It's just the stream.
That's fine. Because I wanted to go where the stream is.
You can. But you fit perfectly inside it.
Yeah, it looks like a lovely frame for you.
Okay. Dead. The fuck is that down there?
We've been ignoring that.
You would look, as you look down, you would see these huge 7-foot hulking things sort of squeezing slowly down this passage. It's very narrow and very tight. They're not moving quickly.
They're moving away, not towards us, aren't they?
They are. They do appear to be moving away.
Then I will continue. Yeah, that's probably close enough. I can see it there. Does it have partial cover? Do I need to get closer?
Let's have a look. Where are you? I can't even
Okay.
see you. He's so small. It would have partial cover. I'd say -2 for that.
I've already been missing enough as it is. So wait, I've done 15, so that's another 20. That's a bit close. It's a bit too close.
Yeah.
You could fly and hover over Droden.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah, that's a straight roll.
Just one.
Come on.
Just
Come
one
on.
attack. Could
Just
be
one.
nice.
Oh,
There we go.
yes. It's good. Roll damage. Ooh, not bad.
Respectable.
It's respectable. And you do more damage against your own, but it's still good. Yeah, you catch it in the side of its shoulder with this firebolt, and you see the fur catch, and it's sort of patting it out desperately. Anything else?
No. Just that Droden will hear this mildly annoying, like ticking mechanical noise above his head.
Avatar, you're up.
Okay. Avatar will fling his bow just over his shoulder quickly, draw his rapier, and just lunge at that one, flanking
Okay.
with Daphne.
Yeah.
So that's with advantage.
It is. That's a hit.
Okay. So that will be a 8 from the rapier and
Okay.
a 4 from the sneak.
Excellent. Is it more? Is sneak attack not more damage? Is it
Not at
2d?
level 2.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
I'll check, but I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, it's you.
It's 1d6
Catch
till level 3.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking of.
I will.
Yeah, you catch him badly. He looks badly wounded now.
Okay. I'll bonus action disengage.
Okay.
And then continue on down the. I'll probably go about 20 feet, try and hug the cave wall there.
Okay.
And that'll be it for me.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Good turn. Who have we got next? Me. Actually, Daphne, you would see this knoll would run down so far and then start squeezing through this gap in the wall here.
Okay.
It looks really hard going, and it pretty much uses all of its movement to get through there.
I will. Can I scream at? Oh, who's down? Yago to watch out. Might be one coming from his end, from another direction.
Okay. Darendel will move up with you, Sev, and then it's Daphne's turn. Actually, would he do that?
I think it's pretty straightforward. Daphne's just gonna fight against the things that are trying to kill her. So first gonna be attack with my knife on the one that's right on the one that's got more HP. So this one.
Okay. Good. Roll damage. Nice.
Points of radiant damage. And the bonus action is going to be another attack. This one's not as strong as the other one.
They both look pretty bad now, but the bottom one is much worse.
Yeah, I'm going for the bottom one because I know this is not going to hit very hard. If it does.
Fortunately, it just parries it away with its spear. So unfortunately, that's a miss.
And, yeah, and that's my turn then. I don't think anything else can do.
Yeah, no movement or anything.
No, it sounds like a bad idea.
Droden.
So I'm going to step forward, strongly ignoring the fact that Tink is above me, because I've just realised that positioning could be awkward. So he's going to move forward to here, and he's going to firebolt the closest one to him that's assailing Daphne.
Okay, good.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, it was a 25 to hit.
Okay. That's a hit.
And a whole 4 damage.
It's enough. How do you want to do it?
Just firebolt it in the back of the head and drop it.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Daphne would just see its face go blank and then it slumped to the floor.
Excellent.
That's what I want to see.
Thank you.
No problem. That's it for me. Get out of there.
Okay. And Bupido's like, Bupido is too old for this shit. And he'll look, see Daphne fighting something and then think better of it and just toddle up behind Sevatar and...
Gonna kick the shit out of that Darrow one day.
Heldith will move up and support Malice. And then, where's this one? Oh, seem to have killed the wrong one. The one remaining next to you, Daphne. Oh, no, you didn't kill that one, did you?
I didn't kill any of them.
No. It's going to raise its spear and above its head and then just try and strike down at you. It's 21. That's 9 points of piercing damage. Ooh, that's quite a nasty one.
Yep. You see Daphne is bloody, that hit hard.
You just hear it making these sounds, sort of lets out this whooping noise as it strikes you and it sees the blood start to seep out of you. And then you hear the call answered somewhere else in the tunnel. Malice.
Okay, so I am going to run forward.
Mhm.
Having heard a little shout from Daphne, sorry, I'm just not seeing what healing spells I have prepared. Oh, brilliant! I actually don't have to go right up next to it, so I will not go that far. I will go here, and then I will cast Healing Word on Daphne.
Okay.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, it's only 3.
It'll do.
But it's something, and then I will take my action and I will try and crossbolt the Knoll in the face.
Okay, go for it. Good luck.
12 doesn't hit.
It doesn't hit, unfortunately, no.
No, but it was a show of some kind of attitude. That'll do.
Oh, it knows you're there. There's this frosty sort of impact on the wall next to its head, and it does sort of give you a quick glance as it's pulling its spear out of Daphne's chest, and the wound closes slightly from your healing. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay, we're back to Tink then, top of the round.
I'll fly just in front of Malice. And guess what? I'll firebolt.
Okay. Good luck. It's good. Roll damage.
Is it enough?
Not quite enough, unfortunately. You strike it firmly in the face, in the side of the face, and you see a lot of its flesh burn off and its fur on fire. It just looks furious, but it's hanging on to life somehow. It's close, but not enough.
She's just going to continue her trajectory. We'll get to there, behind the big guys. That's it.
Okay, Sevatar.
I'll kind of call back over my shoulder. Should we push on, or do you need help back there? Do we need to come back? Do we need to regroup?
Fine.
Okay, so I will bonus action attempt to hide. If I can find the feature.
Is it me not showing you the roll?
No, sure, call mate. And in the darkened tunnel, I will see what's up ahead. Oh, I can see something.
Okay, as you peep around the corner, you see this knoll again squeezing through this gap that's very narrow, and it's sideways. It's really trying to force its way through. Doesn't seem to have noticed you.
Okay, cool. In which case, I'm going to try and put an arrow in its head.
Okay. It's good, yeah.
5 damage. Was I hidden?
I'll let you have a sneak attack on that.
Cool.
It's not seeing you. Your stealth was above its passive, so.
I have another 5.
Nice. Yeah, you strike it right in the neck. It lets out this horrible growling squeal. It's not dead, but it definitely hurt it. And now it's stuck in the wall with this arrow sticking out of its neck.
Okay. And in true rogue style, I'll kind of back up like Cop. 80s TV show, just back to the wall.
Love it.
To try and block line of sight. So with whatever movement I had left.
Yeah, you're nicely out of sight there.
That's me.
Excellent. So this Knoll will move, which you can't see. I need to add this one in. Add this one in. Okay. This Knoll will come around the corner, expecting you to be further away than you are.
Yeah.
And yeah, you will catch it by surprise. Actually, are you still hit? No, because you fired, so
No,
you're not hidden.
I
You fired.
Yeah.
And it will just bring its spear back and try and thrust it into your gut.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that'll do it.
17. That's
Yeah.
quite nice. For 4 piercing damage.
Okay. Ow.
That's it. And then this one. Okay. You can hear chittering and laughing and cackling, this weird hyena sounds. Just trying to find a suitable thing. Okay. Quite a lot of them now. He's going to hold his action. Derendil going to push forward and try and give you a hand. In fact, he's going to go the other side. He's not clever, but he's not that stupid, I don't think, that he wouldn't know what flanking was.
But he wasn't clever enough to realise he had to hold onto a rope.
So the first one misses, but the second one is a critical.
Oh, go on, Derendil, lad.
Oh, what a crap roll!
Still,
He runs
we'll
down the
take it.
side of you and goes round to the back of it. Unfortunately for him, as he does that, this knoll up here, which was holding its action with its bow, sees Derendil come round the corner and lets fly with an arrow, which hits. So you see him come in and strike this one that's attacking you, and then you just see this arrow strike him in the arm. It just looks like a toothpick. The guy's so big, it just doesn't really look like it did very much, to be honest. Unfortunately, there is a second one as well, which is also going to use its held action and fire at him. And miss. He's jammy. Mr. Derendil. Daphne.
He's a unit.
He is a unit, yeah. Yeah, Daphne, you're up. I think one's dead and one's very close to dead. I think you muted, mate. He might not be there. Should we come back to him? Drodin, do you want to go?
Yeah, I'll just firebolt the fucking thing.
Technical terms.
14.
Or you won't. I'm afraid that is a miss. It's close, but
Bugger.
it crouches underneath and it just flies over its head. Incredibly close, though.
Nick's just dropped a message saying he's lost connection.
Ah, okay.
Um,
Are you back, mate? Okay. Anything else, Drodin, and then we'll go back
Nope.
to Daphne. It's your go, Nick. You're up. Internet might be. Can you hear me, Nick?
Struggling, the old lad.
Alright, he's got a bit of a.
Very sullen music for.
Got something more invoking of death. A bit more.
Just feels like the type of music you'd expect to hear in a Curse of Strahd game.
Making us steal this. It'll be on the server, of course I can.
Okay, we'll try you again in a minute, Nick. I don't know if you can hear us. How death is going to run up to. We'll see Daphne in trouble. We'll run in. Believe it or not, the little dwarf gets 2 attacks. Blimey. She needs them because one. Oh no, she hits both.
MVP.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, she runs up round the corner, sees Daphne lagging out, and just once with the scimitar, and then straight through it, drops this Knoll. In fact, he's dead on the first hit. The second one just was a bit overkill, to be
Big
honest.
sure.
Yeah.
Need to get that woman an axe.
You sure do. Sure do. And then she'll continue moving the rest of her movement. Malice.
I'm hoping that Stool is following me and is keeping up.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
He's not keeping up, but he's trying. He can only move 20.
Okay, I won't move too far ahead then, but I will try and move a bit further around. And I will just hold my action, crossbow, but if anything comes into sight, I'll just try and hope that Storm catches up.
Okay. Okay. So is that everything from you?
Yes.
Is it?
There's not
Yeah.
much I can do at this level.
Okay. Okay. Nick, are you back?
I'm back on Discord. I'm struggling to get back into the game, so
Okay.
well, what I was gonna do is, if that thing's still fighting me, I was gonna do projection strike and then projection attack. I think that's what they're named.
Okay, well that one's dead. The one next to you is dead now, so what would you like to do?
Move to the thing that's closest to me and attack that.
Okay, so that would be yeah, you can go down the corridor. You can see Derendil and you can see Derendil and Sevatar fighting once. You can't quite get to them, but you could. I don't know if you've got a ranged attack you can do. Is that projection strike?
I do have a range attack. But, I can't get in the game, so I think the game might think I'm still in there. So can you kick me out and see if I can get in?
Yeah. Okay.
I does think you're still in, yeah.
Yeah. Hang on then. There we go. Try now. Be easier if you roll it yourself, I think.
Yeah. No, it's not updated yet.
Okay.
If you guys want to move on, just do something, and I'll do my turn when I'm in. Yeah. don't worry
Okay.
about it.
No worries. Tink.
Same old Firebolt, the one fighting Derendil and Sevatar.
You just kind of hover up over Daphne.
God
Yeah,
damn
that's
ears
good.
again.
No, that's good. You hit. Oof. How do you want to do it?
Finally, a good roll.
How do you want to do it? Because that completely destroys it.
You know when a dog sort of pulls itself along with its bum on the floor.
Yeah.
So I'd like to say I set its arse on fire and then it starts doing that until eventually it's just like and it slumps
just
forward.
Falls on its face. It's evil. Anything
Oh,
else?
I should probably move a bit forward, but not too forward, so I'll be over there.
Okay. Yeah, you would to see this firebolt come flying over the top of you, Sevatar, and then everything else that ensues. I don't think I'll describe it again. Sevatar, you're right.
Okay, nothing else visible alive there, is there?
Not from where you are, no. But you did see Derendil get shot at with 2 arrows, one of which hit and one of which missed.
Okay.
Sorry, I'll mute myself.
I'm going to try and hide. Then I'll try and cautiously stick my head around the corner. See what I can see. Oh yeah, I can see. There's another one through the gap there. I'll try and take a shot at that one up to the north. Oh no. With that epic failure, I'll dip back around the corner.
I am back.
Master, you're talking then, you're muted.
Yeah. Anyway, I won't say that again. Yeah, Daphne, do you want to take your go? Sorry, anything else, Seth? Tar?
No, I'm done, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, Daphne, if you want to take your go from last go.
Yeah.
I moved you there. But I didn't do anything else. So you've moved, and that's it.
I'll just shoot it then with projection. So I'm just gonna basically pretend to be shooting like a knife out of my hand. That's a projection attack. Like
Okay.
there.
What are you shooting at?
Oh god, it's dead, isn't it?
It is dead, yeah.
I just updated the map.
Okay.
That's it. Do I know if there's have I seen anything else moving anywhere?
So what you would have seen is Derendil get shot with an arrow and then a second one miss. So you know that
Okay.
he's being shot at. Yeah.
Okay. Then in that case, I would give myself some temporary HP until the end of my next turn. So that's 1d6.
Okay. Good call.
Let's project this barrier around 4 temporary HP.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Is that everything?
Yes, that's it.
Okay, so this Knoll will step across, raise its longbow, and let rip at Derendil. It's a hit. Oh, dear me. Again, the arrow strikes him. It just doesn't seem to dig very deep, and he doesn't even really seem to notice it. And he's got 2 of these things sticking in his arm now. The second one leans through the gap in the rock, decides not to push its way through, and again lets another arrow fly at him, which also hits. That one again hits. Doesn't seem to. He's being peppered and he's slowly being whittled away at, but he's not really. Doesn't really seem bothered by it. And in response, you will just see Derendil let out this bestial snarl. Hit something under his breath, like "How rude!" and he would just charge at this Knoll. He misses with one, but connects with the second. Okay. Not amazing, but not terrible either. Daphne, you're up again.
So now we'll take my moving forward like that, and I can see 2 of them. Almost 15 feet. So I'm going to get move here, and then shift this way.
Mm-hmm. That's good. Yeah, roll damage. You strike it, it definitely does damage. It doesn't look badly hurt, but it knows you're there.
My temporary hit points go away, and that's my turn.
They go away, do they? They don't.
Yeah, they only last for a turn.
Okay. Oh, but
Yeah,
you can recast it if you want.
Yeah, because it's not a spell, it's the thing. I can just, instead of attacking, I can give myself temporary HP until the end of my next turn.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Nice bit of variety there. Pedo's not going to do anything. Eldith is going to move forward. Back you guys up. Malice.
You skipped me.
Oh, how? Drodin. How did I... It must have skipped you when I clicked next. Drodin, sorry.
It's alright. Drodin's just going to move up as far as he can. I guess it's just here next to Tink. And he can't see anything, so he's just going to bonus action move his planting lights forward.
Okay.
So
Right.
just scatter them through the tunnel as you like.
Okay.
I just didn't want him to fall horribly behind.
No worries.
Oh, stool.
It's only got little legs. Very little legs. Okay, sorry about that, Jim. Anything else?
No, no, no.
Okay, are they all right where they are?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Malice, you're up.
Wait to catch up to him then.
Okay, well he can move 20, so
Would I be able to pick him up? How chunky is this little chunk?
he's like a very dense toddler. So yeah, you could probably pick him up if you wanted.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick him up and take him with me. I don't like the idea of him being that big. And I take it, I'm probably not gonna get my 4 movement.
I'll let you take 20 of your 30. It's not going to be half movement. It's only like carrying a toddler.
I'll catch up with the caravan of people now going through here.
Okay.
Yeah,
there's quite the traffic jam here. Okay. Top of the round then, Tink. This is where I wish I had a fireball. now you're all bunched up. No, I don't.
You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't do that to us.
I would not do that.
Is it my turn?
It is.
Oh, my screen's just... Oh, there we go. I'll come round to this side so I can see. Come a bit more, there we go. And same again.
Okay, good luck.
You don't mean that.
I do. That's good. Roll damage. There was no Thomas the Tank Engine with a moustache for some reason, but it's all
all
good.
fours today, so I'm
It is all
really
fours.
not that helpful.
Yeah, every little counts.
Mm,
Chipping away at him.
that's what you say to someone useless, right?
I thought it sounded familiar.
Oh, sorry.
And then with my other 15 feet of movement, bye-bye.
Okay. We've got all these guerrilla tactics going on today with you like popping in, popping out. And Rogue's turn. It's Avatar, so
Except Rogue is going for it. 5, 10, 15. Can I squeeze past Derendil?
yeah. Yeah, he's friendly, so yeah.
20, 25, 30. Oh. Bonus action dash
Nice.
to get behind him, and then I'll
Mm-hmm.
unsheath the rapier and stabby stabby.
Stabby, stabby. That's good. Roll damage. And you can sneak attack as well.
Ooh, 10. That was a good one.
Ooh.
And a 4.
How do you want to do it?
Nothing special. He's just run a bit of a distance, kind of breaking out of his comfort zone, not clinging to the shadow. He's very unsubtle. Bit of a yeah, it's a lucky shot that kind of fells him.
Just get him right in the centre of his neck and cut the spinal cord, and he just drops. Nice. Anything else from you, sir?
That is it for me.
Okay, well that one is dead, so he's not going to do anything. Darendil's real he's going to take too long to squeeze through this hole, and we'll just move up a little bit. Daphne.
Okay. Daphne is pissed because you can see 2 of them ahead of us. It seems there's no end to them. So first she will shoot at the one she can see. Again with the same projection attack. this point, it's just basically a small punch made out of light, which turns to a middle finger midway there as it strikes it for 21 hit.
Yeah, roll damage. That's a good. Nice, max damage.
You'll scream, "Take out your fucking shit!" You can kind of see the veins in her head starting to pop. What should do? Should we move forward to her headless and just wait there?
Ow.
It's a turn.
Nice, well done. Nice turn. Drodin, didn't miss you this time, bud.
So Drone is going to move up to here. He's going to go there again. And this one presumably still alive?
Yes, very
So-
much so.
Throw a firebolt down there.
Hit, roll damage.
Only a 4.
Let's see how many he's got left. It's not quite enough, unfortunately, but he's looking in a bad way. He's looking in a bad way. You can see that it is thinking twice about whether to stay or not.
Okay.
You think?
No, I think that'll be it for him now.
Okay. Okay. Eldith will. She's going to move round, but she doesn't really know what's going on. She doesn't have a bow, unfortunately. Malice.
So I make sure that I've got still kind of like slung over one here. So I'm
Yeah.
holding him with both arms, so I could maybe cast a spell if need be. And I'll move forward. That'll be it.
You can see it. You can see him. It's maybe partial cover. Through the little gap in the wall.
Oh, yes, I can just see the top of his head. Okay. In which case then, I sacred flame him.
There you go for it.
So that's a dex save of 12.
Excellent. Which he fails. What's that? Roll damage.
So that's 7.
How do you want to do it? Whoop.
I'm not going to angle another at this point. I've got a topper over my head. I'm fed up. It's crying in here. I don't like it. Just get out of my way. And just kind of like fling the sacred flame at him in like the face.
Okay. Yeah, he drops to the floor, lets out one final sort of gasping cackle, and we are out of initiative.
Ooh.
But I would ask you not to move too far in one go. So try and keep it within your movement if you're going to move anywhere.
I would. I, as Droden, would like to point out I can still see one down here.
Same here.
Okay. Yeah, you can see it. You will see it run off up that way.
Before we move on, do you mind if I go back and squeeze through, see if they were keeping anything interesting back there?
If we're in no immediate danger now, just keep your ears peeled. Ears open. Listen. But you hear them before you see them. We'll don't go alone. We'll come with you.
I know if many places would have like bounties for gnolls or anything.
You don't know whether the nearest town is Sloopledoop. You don't know. Back, you could do. Back in Menzoberranzan, they generally were captured and used as cannon fodder.
No, they were used as slaves in other places, or cannon fodder at least, but we're taking to show that if there's a Knoll infestation, we might find some close.
Yeah, we need everything that may be possible to trade with, the better. If they're no good, you can always throw them away, or maybe Tink can chew on them for a bit. I don't know.
Well, yes, it's all meat, isn't it? Maybe they'll take it as food. Or yes, their fur.
Yeah.
Derendil, could you carry a whole one?
I'm sure I could, yes. Can
Then
we
we could
drain
take-
them first?
I don't see what use they'd have for their blood, so yeah. And then we can see whether they'd like them in Sludladup for food or fur or all of the above or neither.
I have to say, where I am from, my people, the elves in my kingdom, don't trade things like this. But I'm not going to pretend I understand the Underdark. So whatever you think is right is fine with me. And he'll sort of hold one of them up by a foot and wait for it to drain. You see, he's got quite a repulsed look on his face as he's doing this.
You wait there and do that. Can anyone else squeeze through these passages, or is it just me? Or can I? I haven't actually asked.
You can squeeze through them probably pretty much normally. Everyone else can move through them as well. It'll basically take a whole turn of movement to get through it for everyone else.
I'll come and have a look. Where you going, Tink?
I was going to go through the tiny one up here.
Oh, well, I'll go the easy way.
Yeah. So
Where I don't have to squeeze.
Oh, hello.
Can we keep listening whilst we're travelling?
Sure, yeah. Roll perception for me and roll investigation, please. As well, if you're searching around there.
Out of those two, can I take investigation?
Okay, investigation. Okay, both not too bad. What did you get for perception? Okay, you can't see that, but yeah, no, you listen out. Sevatar, you don't hear any more of the sort of cackling and growling that these gnolls made. There's a dead Knoll here with his rather poor equipment. You see...
I've kind of
Go on,
moved
sorry.
up so I can see things. as well.
Okay. Sure. So Sevatar, you look around and these caves don't seem to be something that the gnolls would use. You kind of judging by, you notice that one of them's got like blood painted on its face in stripes and things. You suspect that there was some sort of hunting party, and indeed, as you're both looking, Tink, you will notice these like almost like burrow marks. It's almost like these caves have been carved out by something. Something has physically created these caverns, and these little passing places between them seem like ones that haven't been fully opened up yet. And in fact, with that roll, Tink, you suspect that this area of the caves probably belongs to those creatures that you saw dash past at the start. Perhaps the gnolls were hunting them.
I will relate that to whoever's nearby.
Okay.
Do you know what those creatures were?
I don't think so.
Roll of nature if you like. Anyone that's lived in the Underdark for a while might know. Yeah, you've seen them before, as has Drodin. You would know them as hook horrors.
Oh shit. They sound charming.
Yeah, I was going to say, delightful.
Let me just find a picture. I haven't got a picture. Yes, I have. Here we go. They're these huge, 7 foot tall, weird chitinous creatures with massive hooks for arms. They have these sort of pale white eyes and a massive, almost vulture-like beak. And they are... In fact, with those rolls, Drodin, you would know that, again, the drow are known to capture them and train them from a young age and use them as muscle. But they are effectively just very ferocious animals. They're not intelligent.
We're quite lucky that we dodged them then.
I think they may have been trained, but been domesticated. Drodin, or were they wild?
There's not really any way to say, I suppose. I can't imagine the Knolls would have trained them unless the Knolls were scouts from Menzo Ransom or Vulcanville or something. Unless it was rude.
If there's any drow close by, that's all.
Well, there's me and Malice. I don't know about any other drow nearby. But either way, I think it's worth keeping an eye out. I don't particularly want to fight any of them.
Okay, as you're having that discussion, Daphne, you move up, and indeed peep along the corridor. Have you got dark vision? You have, haven't you?
I do.
Yeah, so you would see along that tunnel 2 more gnolls and a third far bigger gnoll stood with them. He is probably a good 2 or 3 feet taller than them, around the 8 to 9 foot mark. He is carrying a massive glaive with a longbow over his back. They seem to be sort of quietly chattering to each other. That they don't seem to have noticed you, and they don't seem to have reacted to you yet.
I'll just, without shouting, without saying anything, I'll just signal to everyone I can see that there's more that way.
Should I go back and fetch the others? We've split up.
I don't know if I can take both of them. No, let's try to squeeze. Game's paused for everything.
Yeah, I've just paused it just to
sorry.
see what people are doing. Yeah.
I think I would move down to find the rest of them, knowing what's on that end.
Yeah. Okay, it's on pause, so you can move back if you like.
I have a question which is strange and purely mechanical.
Okay.
I've realised that Droden doesn't have Undercommon. I presume Malice doesn't either, which feels a bit weird considering we live in the Underdark.
I've got Undercommon.
You've got Undercommon. I don't have Undercommon.
It's Droden too posh for Undercommon.
I guess so.
Did you not? You probably had the option to take it, did you?
No, I didn't get the option for it. I only got Common and Elvish from being...
Oh, you wouldn't have
from my background.
Yeah, and you wouldn't have common. You would have Undercommon.
Okay.
You're a drow. You would have Undercommon. Yeah.
So does that mean that you now don't have common? Like, does everyone in the party have Undercommon?
This was going to be my other point. If I lose Common for Undercommon, I can only talk to Malice.
Based on
And-
classes
and
of
Darren.
everything, you can choose whatever languages you want, common and whatever other language you like. You should be able to, as an optional feature, after class spoken and everything, just be able to do that so you can play Elvish. But you can't replace common because then it means you can't talk for the players. Fair enough, but like generally say that's the only way you can keep players.
I'll explore it and figure it out. But sorry, that was just a thing. Carry on.
Yeah, you come back to the others. In fact, you're pretty much there with all the NPCs. Eldith is like, what's up there, lad? Lass, sorry.
There's a Knoll and then something that looks worse than a Knoll. Okay.
Right, and is that the exit?
I
Is
don't
that
see if it goes all the way up to the exit now. There's just more of this, more of them.
I mean, we dealt with the ones that were quite well, but what do you mean by a bigger one?
But there was one of them just looked a bit different, more animalistic, a bit bigger. I'm confident I can deal with them, but I just can't deal with them on my own. So we all need to pick one direction and head there. Yeah, that
That's
one.
what
One looks like a dog.
Yeah,
Well,
that is what the big one looks like.
An actual dog.
He is walking on two legs though, and obviously has weapons. But
I don't think we have the option of squeezing through some of these smaller tunnels. We've got the big guy here.
If the Hook Horrors can manage it, I think Darren will be fine on a short distance.
Fair play.
You want to sneak up on them and then get at least a good strike in, and then we can all run in after you.
I'm up for it.
Right. Now, if that's the plan, then head forward.
I'm going to attempt to get all sneaky again.
okay.
Hey, can you see me? I'm trying to get all stealth. Can anyone see me? How well am I hidden?
Let me just have a look. Pretty much everyone's looking for you. Then
I'm over here.
Everyone's looking for you, but they don't seem to know where you are.
Okay, I'll push forward.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh, there's 3 of them and a big one.
Roll a perception roll for me, please, Steve.
Disadvantage.
No.
Oops. Sorry.
Right. do you speak Undercommon?
I do.
You can see these three knolls and this larger one. They're almost in a huddle facing inwards, and you can hear them like quietly chanting something under their breath. In between these weird sort of like giggles and chitters, these weird knoll sounds. And you think they're saying in Undercommon. It's hard to make out because they've got weird accents, but it sounds like they're saying "Yinogu" over and over again. "Yinogu, Yinogu," and it's like a little chant. They seem to be trying to like fire each other up, and every time they say it, you can see them sort of getting slightly more excited and getting slightly louder with the chant. And then the smaller ones start getting excited.
Now I know what that is, but does Sev?
Don't know. Roll religion. With that roll, you would, if you know what it is, then Sev knows what it is.
I'll head back to the group and just tell them what I've seen. I've seen 3 normal, 1 big. They're chanting to what I believe to be their deity, a Knoll's deity. So they may be a little bit more aggressive and riled up than usual. We've only encountered them in 1s and 2s so far, and we've been okay, but if we're gonna take these on, it's gonna be 4 at once, and 1's bigger, and they all may be stronger than normal. If we want to do this, make any preparations you can, because I don't think we've got much time to wait.
No, it's fine. I'll give you some additional help if I can. Maybe fight them, but yeah, you take the best. Yeah,
I still have my major armor up.
Well, I'll be any help that I can be. Just point me in the right direction, and Elder steps forward as well. Aye, direct me, and I'll do as you wish.
Do we know? Does this cavern, tunnel to the left, lead there? Is there a chance I could sneak up behind them?
Through if you want. Think small enough.
I don't know where they were.
You going stealthily?
Yes.
Roll stealth, please, then. Okay.
What direction were they? Am I going north from here? Okay, I'm guessing I'm going north. I may be stuck in a dead person. There we go.
Probably the dead person.
Horrific.
Oh, I see. Or do I see? This might go a different way entirely. This may be the bad idea.
Before you went, we should have all done a line of stools, shouldn't we? So we could all speak to each other.
I assume you're flying, are you?
Yeah, she's always generally hovering.
You're trying to fly as quietly as possible, and as you go round the corner, you think you almost just kind of go, oh! But then you just manage to get your hand over your mouth in time and just kind of stop the involuntary noise. And indeed, you see, as Daphne described, 3 of the gnolls that you have seen already that are a good, 6 foot tall. They're quite big creatures anyway, but stood with them is this other one, a good 8 foot tall, like kind of built in an insanely muscular way, and its eyes have just got these 2 pinpoints of light like hot coals, and they're all just they seem to have started to sort of almost like dance, and they're chanting and getting fired up. You can see them starting to howl and dance, and but they don't seem to have noticed you.
Then I will quickly fly back. And this is another passage to them. So if some went that way and some came and squeezed through here, we could sort of get them in a pincer movement.
Good as plan as any.
Malice will start as well. It's probably still one of the smaller members of the group. She'll start kind of shuffling through.
Okay, yeah, it takes you a few seconds, but you squeeze through.
Gordon will go through as well because he's got his dancing lights. So
Just when they're on the other side of the gap, so we need to agree on a signal where we all attack if we're going to try and get a sneak attack or a surprise round. You can wait for one person to make the first attack and then we all unleash. Are we picking a particular attack? Are we all going to go for the big one first?
Big one first sounds like a good idea.
Big one first, okay.
Which way do you want me to go, old boy?
The direct approach, I think, Prince.
Very good. Very good.
Wait round the corner and then you'll know when it's time to go.
What are you doing with Stool, Malice?
Part of me is wondering about asking what's his face to look after him, but I'm a little bit scared of doing that. So I might try and find a little nook where I can store him. Tell him to stay there and to stay quiet. And that I'll be back as soon as I can.
Hey, where do you want me to put him down here?
Wherever will be safest for him. I swear to God, if you put him next to something that might attack him, we might have a problem.
17 Hook Horrors.
Yeah, it might get attacked.
I feel like you.
The only maternal instinct I ever feel is towards my cat and this random non-existent mushroom.
Non-existent mushroom. Okay. Put yourselves where your starting position is then.
Once me, Drogon, and Tink are like positioned around the corner just before we're about to attack, I'm going to cast Bless on the 3 of us.
Okay.
Let's just pop that in there. So it's a D4 to any attack rolls or saving throws for 1 minute.
Okay.
You little star.
Love that.
Oh, good. Okay. Everyone where they want to be. I think we might have lost someone. I think we might have lost Nick again.
Yeah, he's having connection problems again.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm just at the edge of the corner of that
Mhm.
cave wall, and as soon as I'm just kind of peeking round, so there's only my head showing, hopefully, and I hid before.
Yeah.
So as soon as I see an attack come from wherever, then we're all going to go for it.
Okay. Let's roll initiative. What I'm going to do though, I'm going to let you all have a round first. So surprise round. I know surprise doesn't work like that in 5th, but okay. This dice is ridiculous. Hey. What then? Oh, looks like you're first, Malice.
Yeah, which I was not
You're not-
prepared for.
You're not happy with that then?
I'll take it. I now need to think quicker.
Okay. Let's see. Nick's back. I rolled initiative for you, Nick. Hope that's okay.
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna let you guys take a turn first, and then we'll go into the initiative order. So, Malice.
So I will pop out and round. I will then take a crossbow shot at the big guy.
Yeah.
So that's 22 to hit. Hopefully
That's
I don't need less.
That is a hit, definitely. Roll damage.
9.
Nice. Very nice.
And then I will step back around the corner.
Okay.
And I think that is all I can do because I've got no bonus actions. Yep.
Yeah, you see these two red, like hot coals just turn and look at you, and it opens its jaw and salivates heavily, and then you duck back behind the stone. Daphne, do you want to take a turn?
I'd love to, but I'm still trying to find the search.
Okay, do you need me to kick you out?
Oh, I think it's that. It's that. Right. So I can see me still being behind.
You're behind Scimitar and
yeah.
but you can move through them if you want to.
Okay.
This is kind of like a surprise round, so I'm letting you all have a.
So I will go for a stun projection attack at the. Oh, actually, I can't go at the big one. I'll just go up the top one.
Okay.
The big one's too far back. So just
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good hit.
Roll my
Hit.
at the start of initiative, I gain some temporary initiative. And that's my turn. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Good turn. Sevatar.
Okay. Special. Just pop around the corner. Bow attack. Big dude. Oh. Miss.
It is unfortunately a miss.
Okay. Pop back around the corner up to the top. I'm done.
Okay. Darrendale's like, should I go for it?
Have at it.
And he is
Provided all
gonna-
our range guys have had a go, I think.
Yeah, he's just gonna.
I haven't just yet, I don't think. And there's still Tink to go as well.
He's gonna run up and he's gonna dash. Yeah, there's still a few years to go yet, just to get into base to base with that. Drodin, have you gone?
I haven't, no.
It's your go then.
I think Drodin's going to awkwardly slide into view. I'm imagining it's going to be a little bit like fucking Tom Cruise sliding into that arch in Risky Business with his book out, and he's just going to like flick out like a set of magic missiles from his book at the big guy. So I'll roll all those out.
Okay.
Not terrible.
What's that? 2?
9 total to the big guy.
Okay. Cool.
And then he's just going to stand there for a moment and be like, oh, fuck, I didn't think that through. And then he's going to duck behind the wall again.
Okay. Tink.
Step out, get a good view of the big guy, and chaos roll.
Is it hit?
Guy?
Yeah, that's a hit.
It's nice not to waste a spell slot.
Ooh. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, it's a good solid hit.
Okay. Just in case it's important, the damage is. Where's my roll button? Oh, my screen's gone funny. There it is.
What's that for?
Fire
is that-
damage.
It's
It's for
fire.
the type of damage, yeah.
Okay. Okay, no problem.
And then she will also probably go further back than that. Why would she out that far in the first place?
Okay. Good stuff. Okay, so we are. Sorry. Back to the top of the round. Malice. Sorry, still got the COVID cough.
I will do the same as before, pop out, and then try and crossbow big guy. I don't think I can do anything to make that a hit, even with the extra d4, but just in case. No, that does not hit, I'm guessing, unless he's so entranced, like an 8 hits.
Yeah, that's a slightly less bad miss. But still a miss.
I'm gonna slide right back in.
Okay, fair play. Fair play. Eldith is. Hi, are we doing this then? And she'll charge around the corner. And attack the nearest knoll. She will miss with one but hit with the other. With a scimitar. Salvage scimitar. You'll hear this sort of this knoll as she cuts it. And unfortunately, it is the knoll's go, so it is going to charge at Darendil. It's just going to go for a. Just tries to bite at his face. And unfortunately, for the knoll, misses. The other knoll realizing how big Darendil is, will stab him with a spear. Hit. That's better. And catches Darendil right in the flank, just in the top of his thigh. Daphne. I don't know if Nick's in. Yeah, he is.
Yep.
Your go, mate.
Definitely. It's shit. Okay. Right. 30, 25 feet. Move up there. If I'm there, am I flanking or not close?
Not quite.
Not quite yet, because I need to.
Yeah, if you were there, you would.
Okay, I'll stay there then. And I'm going to use my blade of light. For normal attack.
It's a hit. Roll damage. Is it the one directly in front of you?
Yes.
Okay.
It's really damage.
Yeah, so a good solid hit. He lets out this yelp.
And then bonus action, sort of less impactful attack.
That's a miss, unfortunately.
I lose my temporary HP, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Dread.
So I'm going to step back out again. No risky business slide this time, and just launch another magic missile at the pack lord.
Okay.
Nice.
Jim started it.
Yeah.
So 15. I got all fours.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
He seems hurt now and pissed. So yeah, good, nice, max damage.
And then bonus action, I'm going to move my dancing lights into the room.
Okay. Okay.
There should be one more.
Fancy that, Hazel. I hate it when that happens.
So Darendil is up next. He is going to try and claw at this Knoll. A miss. A single hit. And claws one of them. Second one misses. Draws blood, but the Knoll doesn't look too bad. Sevatar.
Okay. Whoops. 15. Can't really see much of anything now. Can I get a shot off between everybody?
What? Who do you want to shoot at? I mean, you can fire through friendlies in theory. I just do the rule that if you get a critical miss, we'll see if you hit someone.
I'd like to shoot at the big guy. No, I tell you what, so that I can get a sneak attack, I'll shoot at the one next to Daphne.
Yeah, good call.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's right, isn't it? You can shoot through allies, same as you can move through them.
Yeah, well, it depends on how you want to. It's up to you, really. Sometimes you might want to give them cover. So if we're like right here, tight cavern,
Yeah.
then you might want to give the enemy a bit of cover. Because
Yeah.
Not needed anyway. Disastrous roll.
He missed anyway, but not so bad that he hit any of your allies. Okay. Anything else?
That'll be it for me.
Yeah, the tunnel is just wedged. It's just Derendil taking up most of it. There's Daphne squeezed in at the side. Tink.
Pop out. No, I'm going to save it. Just firebolt the big guy.
Okay. It's a hit.
Lovely.
Oof.
Lovely.
Lovely indeed, yeah. He's looking very badly wounded now. He is very badly wounded.
Me.
Okay. Okay. Right. Knoll is going to take a strike at Eldith. Is that enough? I can't remember. It's more than enough. It doesn't have armor. Yeah, this Knoll leans back and just stabs the spear straight into her shoulder. Eldith is looking quite badly hurt. It lets out this sort of celebratory yip, and then the Knoll Pack Lord surveys the scene and goes for Drodin. He comes charging through with this huge glaive. Yeah, he swings once and then again. 14 and 9.
14 will hit.
Okay. It's 9 points of slashing damage. All he can do, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending on your point of view. He does have 2 attacks, doesn't he? Not 3.
That was just to for Dancing Light's concentration.
Okay, that's very kind of you. So as it strikes you, the first one misses, but the second one hits, or the first one hits, the second one it lets out this sort of an otherworldly howl. And any Knoll within 30 feet is allowed to use its reaction to make an attack.
Oh no.
Oh no. So you just see this howl just seems to incite them, and they strike at Derendil and hits. They're not very much damage, and then the other one strikes at Daphne. So 17, which I think is a hit on Daphne. Yeah. That's 9 points. That is nasty. I've been rolling crap all night.
Ouch.
That's 9.
That is a lot.
Still up?
Nope. I'm down.
Okay, well, that is the Knoll's go.
A TPK to some regular Knolls.
It's only one of you. I'm just...
I don't think a lot of us are in great shape.
No. Malice.
I am panicking. I run in. I can just about see Daphne, so I will bonus action cast Spare the Dying.
Okay.
So Daphne won't need to be making saving throws. And once
Nice.
I've done that, I will step back to where I was, and I will take a crossbow bolt to the big guy,
Okay,
hopefully.
go for it. I like a cleric that uses a crossbow. It's a hit, roll damage. Huh. Ugh.
Just
3.
3.
I mean, this thing is slavering, drooling. It's bleeding from multiple wounds where it's been hit with spells and arrows and everything. And your little crossbow bolt just looks like a toothpick. Just goes in its arm. It doesn't even seem to notice. But it doesn't look like it's long for this world. It is in a really bad way. Every little counts. Eldith is seeing this big thing behind her. She's just going to focus on the one that she's fighting, and miss terribly twice. In fact, she misses and nearly drops her scimitar. Knoll, seeing that Daphne is down, is going to switch to Derendil. And it's going to miss, I think. Yeah. The other Knoll will do the same. I think it's that one. Come on, Knoll, let's kick some Derendil ass. Dice don't like me tonight. Will they like you? I don't know. Daphne, you don't need to make a death saving throw because you've got Spare the Dying on you.
Yes.
Which is at least something. Yeah, sorry about that. Drodin.
So, if I shoot this Knoll, the Backlord, with a fireball, will that be disadvantaged because I'm in melee with it?
It will.
Okay, well, in that case, I'm probably not going to do that. I'm going to go far more awkward, and I'm going to try and dagger it.
You dagger it?
Nope, that's a miss, no matter.
No, you go to
I
stab it
don't-
with your dagger, and it just roars in your face, and you just kind of go, what? Think twice.
Well, this isn't going to help that, is it?
No. No, unfortunately not.
Well, Buck, that's me then.
You just stay in there.
Well, if I move, it's going to hit me, and if I move, if it hits me, I'm probably going to go down again. So yeah, I'm staying where I am.
Okay. Good. Right, Derendil will try and rip into these gnolls. Come on, big guy. That's one hit. And that's a miss. The dice are quite unpleasant tonight. Derendil, seeing Daphne go down, will just go for the one that put her down. And thankfully, it drops to the floor, dead. Sevatar.
Okay. I'll run up, stand on the corpse of the one that's just fell. Rapier that one.
Go for it.
Oh, fuck's sake.
What'd you get? No, it's not enough, unfortunately. You
You
forget how much you miss at low levels.
I know, yeah. I'll bonus action disengage
Mm-hmm.
and head up to the back here. No, I won't. I'll go there.
Even better call. Tink. Nickel Tink.
That's me. Stick with Fireball. Lord, can we level up so I can have more spell?
You survive this, you can. It's good. Roll damage.
How was that not a Thomas the Tank Engine roll? 6 fire for the big
6
guy.
fire on the big guy. Yeah, you strike him straight between the eyes. You see him shake and blink, and he's almost losing consciousness. He looks so ready to fall, but he doesn't fall. Really sorry. So close.
Yep.
Anything else?
No.
Okay. Knoll's turn then. The Knoll is going to continue fighting Eldith. And misses because he's rubbish. Knoll Packlord. You can see it swaying. Drodin, it's so like close to death. I just need to roll to see whether he gets his insight back.
Still gonna hit me like he might be swaying, but he's still gonna hit me like a brick shit house in a second.
He does. He brings his glaive back and swings once and twice.
They're both hits.
Yeah. Okay. 8 points of damage.
Right.
Still up?
Nope.
Okay.
And then it's automatic 2 death saves, isn't it?
I think it's 1 death save. I don't think it's 2. It's 2 if it's a critical fail. It's only 1 if it's a...
Oh, well, he's still hit me once I've run unconscious.
Yeah, it's just 1 death save automatic, so you failed 1.
Okay.
That's right, isn't it? That's the way we do it. I think it's only in a crit where you lose 2.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, yeah, so sorry, Drodin. Top of the round. It's 10 o'clock. Do we want to carry on and just finish it, or do you want to leave it on a...
If it's finishable, yeah.
Well, I mean, they're all nearly dead, to be honest. You've enough killed them all. Malice.
So I am going to stand dying on as it's like falling.
Okay, is that a concentration spell?
Oh, dancing
I don't-
light will have dropped as well, actually.
No, spare the dying because of my, I guess because of my class, like of mortality. It's just a straight up cantrip. No concentration or anything.
Okay, good stuff. Just thought I'd check. Sorry, what? Yeah, so you'll spare the dying on Drodin.
Yeah, so he should be chill for a bit.
Okay,
and then
yeah.
I will crossbow the big guy again.
Go for it. This could be it.
And are we still within like a minute?
Minute?
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Left.
Yes. Yes, yeah. Did you cast it at the start, or was that in the last fight? 3,
At the
13.
start of this, like as we were about to go around the corner.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's only been like a few seconds. Fortunately, it's still a miss. Just as you cast your spell on Drodin to stop him dying, you just aim with the other hand, and you just don't quite get your aim right.
Okay, and then I'm going to run away.
Okay.
Get like that far and far down.
Okay, awesome. Okay, I'm just gonna do. Oh, thank you. Eldith will do 2 swings with her dodgy goblin scimitar. Wow. Okay. She
yeah,
misses
at
with 1, but
advantage.
she... Oh yeah, so it is. I'm glad you're remembrance. That's a crit on 1. And a miss on the other, but it's still good. It's still good. No, it's not. The dice are terrible. 6.
It all
on a
helps
crit.
chipping away.
Chipping away. Okay. Knoll. Knoll is going to have a go at Derendil again. No, the Knolls are rubbish. So Durandal's fine. Daphne.
I'm stable, but I'm not upgrade. So.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Drodin, you're down as well.
I am, but I would still like to make a death saving throw purely out of interest.
Okay, go for it. Yeah, it's a pass. Sevatar.
Okay. Another rapier. This time with advantage, hopefully.
Yes.
Hopefully I can get it once a
Oh,
stick.
yeah. That's a good one.
Have some of that, and have some of that. Oh, 11, that's not bad. And a 3. So 14 total.
Yeah, he's down. How do you want to do this?
Again, he was focusing on Eldith, and I just kind of lift the rapier up high and just and slip it down between his shoulder blades and in through his torso.
Nice.
And then
Nice.
I'll slip across here to hopefully reduce any disadvantages that Durandal's got in the dark now.
Nice. Good call. That's nice thinking, actually. Very strategic. Tink.
Is the Knoll Pack Lord wearing armor?
Is the Knoll Pack Lord wearing armor? He is wearing what looks like studded leather.
Okay, I won't do what I was thinking then. We'll go for a good old firebolt.
Eldritch Blast.
It's good. Roll damage.
Oh,
You
come
need to
on.
get 3 or more.
Oh, you were kidding. You gotta be kidding.
So sorry.
Why did you say it? Why did
I
you
don't
say
know,
it?
because I thought it's like a 70% chance of. I'm so sorry. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna back the fuck up because it's gonna come for me next. My screen's just gone white. There we go. Am I out of? Yeah, it can't see me there. I'll go there.
Right. It is the Knoll Pack Lord. I'll see whether his ability comes back. Not that it's much use. It does come back. He is going to attack Eldith twice. That's one hit.
Oh,
Eldith is down. She's down. And he is going to let out this baleful death cry, which will incite the one remaining Knoll to attack Durandal and miss. Okay, top of the round, Malice.
Okay, I recognise that howl from the previous time it happened, so let's see. Just that the lights have gone out, or is the
The lights have gone out. Yeah, because Drodin's down. The lights were Drodin. Come on, come on.
oh,
Let me add my D4 to it. Give me a second.
Yeah, give D4. It's a hit. Roll damage. Just enough.
9.
How do you want to do this?
Straight in the fucking eye.
Yeah, crossbow bolt straight into one of these red hot coal eyes, and you just see the light fade, and it sways and drops to the floor, dead.
And then I think I can just about see the corner of Elder on the floor.
Yes.
It's right next to the big institute. That's the only one.
Yeah.
And so I will spare the dying and get.
Okay. Eldith is down. Knoll is. I'll say the Knoll would probably run away, but it can't run away. It's going to go for Sevatar.
Come at me, bro. No, don't. I've changed my mind.
No, don't. Come at you for 5 points of piercing damage. Daphne's down, Drodin's down, Darendil. Come on, Darendil, finish this blooming get off.
Forward.
He can't. No, apparently he can't. He's rubbish. Sev, you can do it.
No pressure.
He should have had advantage there, actually, shouldn't
Well,
he?
I thought he might have had disadvantage because it was in the dark.
Oh, yes, you're right. He has. So that averaged that, yeah. So it's your go. You've got advantage, though.
Yeah, I've got advantage. Yeah, cool. Probably need it. Oh my god. Can you believe that?
No. What's going on?
That was so nearly a natural 20 as well.
Anything else?
No.
No.
Stay there just in case he decides to run, and I'll take an opportunity attack.
Come on then, Ickeltink.
I'm not muted for change. Okay. Come around the corner. I can't see.
He's kind of got partial cover, so it'd be quite a hard shot, but you could try.
If I went, sorry, so if I was, that was 10 feet there. If I do 20 feet and get there, yeah, that's a bit better.
Yeah, that's a lot better. Go for it.
Oh, I've still got
my
bless.
God.
Bless, yeah. Oh, well, you've hit with bless, so roll damage. Well, that bless is literally a godsend, no pun intended.
Let's see.
Thank Lolf.
Tough.
Oh my god.
What's going on?
What are the dice doing to us tonight?
It's just out of order. Everyone else is dead. Malice. It's like one noble, and gradually, like everyone's dropping.
I will run in and I will take a frost potion.
Go for it. Just don't crit fail. Oh no. Okay.
Not crit fail.
Crit fail.
Yeah.
Roll me another to hit. Roll me another to hit, please.
You're going to take me out of it?
And you said it wasn't likely we'd TP pay.
Yeah, just roll your crossbow again. What's your armor class? 15, Sev?
14.
Yeah, roll damage.
What's it? Could I not have rolled bless on the critical?
I'll let you take bless off. Go on and roll bless, and I'll let you take bless off you to hit. So if you can roll more than one, he's not hit.
But what she means is for the crit fail, if you got bless on, the minimum she could have rolled would have been 2.
suppose, but it's still a crit fail, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay. You let this bolt go, and you just get the aim wrong, and you can see it heading straight towards Sev's neck. And then there's a little flash of holy light, and the arrow just diverts off and misses. So no damage there, Sev.
Wow. Very generous, DM.
Just got to scroll through everyone that's dead.
We are a clusterfuck.
Okay, hits Darendil. Probably should have hit Sev, but okay, it's pretty nasty. -9. Darendil is looking pretty bad.
He's going down.
Go, is he
Darendil's
down?
down, Darendil's down, Darendil's up. Come on, Darendil, you can finish this.
Come on, big guy. Oh my god.
Yep.
Yes.
Gonna roll 1.
He's got to be down off that.
No, he's got 7 hit points left. That Knoll. Sevatar. So here's your time to shine.
I'm taking all those off now.
It's good. Roll damage. And your sneak attack, he's got 7 left. It's down. How do you want to do this?
Very messily and frustrated, not the skilled killer that he is. He's just panting and making noises. He's long dead. There's not much left of him.
Okay, we're out of combat. Do we want to leave it there? with
With 3
everyone
people down and everyone else
Think-
hanging on for the bet.
Fink comes around the corner and is like, "Oh dear."
This is fine.
Blood.
There's blood everywhere. Who's it? Eldith, Drodin, and Daphne are all unconscious.
I'll start doing medicine checks on people and ask someone to go get stool for me.
Okay.
I'll go get stool.
Yeah. I need to be a bit tougher than normal. I didn't think they'd be that hard. As soon as I get up and as soon as Sev gets up and composes himself, he's gonna go. Fucking hell's Papido.
That's a good question.
Finding out with stool, and if he's doing anything nefarious, I'm going to skin him alive.
Papido's touching stool inappropriately.
Oh, I'm worried if you're trying to eat him. Especially since halfway through that combat, Steve messaged me, going, "You can hear stool screaming from down the corridor."
If he could scream, you would have, but he can't, so you won't have.
You better not be screaming. You better be okay. It's still okay.
You don't know.
It's the pedo-sized chocolate conflate, like boy-sized chocolate
It was a very sinister laugh man just had there. Just the.
I'm extruding guys. I'm not saving you. I'm going to go check them on mushroom.
No, you
Look,
can't.
this is
Game's
good.
over now. You've got to wait 3 weeks now till the next game, or 2 weeks, whatever it is.
Should that be okay?
Schrodinger's fungus, really. Until then.
You walk into the cave to see Stool lying on the floor.
What?
I'm serious.
What?
There's no sign of Papido. Stool has several slashes across his body.
Okay, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
It's my last spell.
Using your
7.
last spell on a mushroom and not
Yes,
any of the
yes,
3
I
dead
am.
partners.
3 members dead.
Yeah, he comes back. How many points was that?
7.
I don't want to be a dick, but I'm kind of doing this to be a dick. Didn't we establish during the fight with the spectators that healing magic didn't work on Stool because he was a plant?
No. don't think
No.
so.
I thought that's why we had to get him the bag.
No, that's food. That's eating.
Oh.
That was eating.
Why would
No,
you
healing
say
does
something
work
like
on-
that, Jim?
I mean,
Why?
I wanted to see more
I could-
people stressed out.
I could think about it.
I would
but
have made
no.
your life hell for the next 2 weeks until we saved him, so
Roll a stress dice.
I am stressed. I don't need to roll the dice for that. My poor little mushroom. But he's okay now.
He's okay. I love the fact that you healed him before anyone else. Never lying like that.
I had a whole plan, like I was going to do like some medicine checks, and then I was going to use my last spell on Daphne, because I think Daphne might have some healing magic, but I'm not really sure, but I was hoping that that was going to help. But no, you attacked my mushroom.
You left him with Papido on his
I didn't
own.
remove Papido. I hid him so that Papido wouldn't find him, because I didn't trust the fucker. And then Papido went looking.
Well,
And
yeah.
when Steve messaged me saying you can hear Stool like screaming down the corridor, I said, "Don't you fucking dare!" And then like I saw Pepito running towards where Stool is hidden, and now I'm scared.
Feel really
And
bad
that-
for sending that message now.
And that was over 25 minutes ago, so I should have just kept on running.
Did Pepita have a weapon?
Mm-hmm. Well, do you remember me saying earlier? How did Ront die? Oh, he just bled out in the night. Because of course you can bleed out in D&D when you've still got hit points left. Someone stabbed him in the dark.
We have time to do an investigation check or something on Stool to see what weapon was.
We can
Or
just ask
claw.
him. He's up.
Oh fuck yeah!
I already said I'm gonna ask him, but I think we could probably start next session on
Yeah.
doing a trauma investigation on a baby mushroom.
CSI.
Yeah, we'll
Pepito,
do-
no.
Not Papido.
And I am going to skin him alive.
Oh,
I'm gonna
there you go.
make
So
a bag out of him and still cook thinking.
I think I've overstepped the line. Clearly here, haven't I?
Yeah. Trigger warning.
My baby.
I know.
My
I'm sorry.
My mushroom baby.
It was always on the cards that if you ever left him,
But I
if anyone was ever on their own with Papido, they would. Yeah.
I hid into that very wisdom.
That's why he's so useless in fights.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, those.
I am
I
shocked
never
and
liked him.
appalled.
You all
Why?
loved him.
You wanted to marry him.
For a while. I hated him for at least the second game. But
Mm,
god damn it, I love that mushroom. I still do. Nothing
Oh.
the rage and the terror I have felt.
I can't
It's
believe I
quite
sent
that-
that message. It's like I knew what was going to happen.
It's like you did. Yeah. You had a premonition. Did you send it direct to her, or was it?
Yeah, I sent it direct to
Oh. Oh.
I was just thinking, what would I do if I was DM in the game? And I'd probably do something horrible to the beloved NPC.
Well, that's why I just rolled a load of death saves to see whether he was dead or not. And he rolled 3 successes, so on 4 rolls. So I'll let your healing work.
I was when I ran all the way down here, and I kind of saw like a little sliver of the pedo's eye come out of the corner. I was like, I'll just keep going to stall. I will just keep going to stall. And I should have walked in on him trying to murder my mushroom.
It's a thing that Hazel said.
I know, this is the quote, isn't it? Murdered my mushroom.
Walked in on him trying to murder my mushroom. Oh, that little.
She's really riled up. She's really riled up. You're like,
The fury, you know, good. You know, Can.
Torpedo!
Good game. Thanks, Matt. Enjoyed that, mate.
Sorry, it was so much combat.
No, it's good.
Do you want to know the best bit?
Go on.
You know that bit of corridor with the fire in it that you went past to start the attack. That was the exit.
I looked at that and went, why is there a brazier there?
Yeah, that's where the ones that you attracted were sort of sat with a fire there. And they're literally guarding the exit.
Now, remember to take the stream down as well.
I will. I'm going to stop the stream. Have you got any last words, anyone?
Icewind Dale tomorrow, isn't it?
Icewind Dale tomorrow, yeah.
Whoop, whoop. I'm very excited. Gonna lob a goblin off the cliff.
Fly.
Yeah.
You can take out your Papido frustrations on the gnome masquerading as a goblin.
No, he has to go to court. There has to be a real trial. And he may not get the death penalty. And
Okay.
Ares is completely okay with that. Hazel currently isn't, but I've got a lot of feelings right now.
You can't let your love of mushroom get in the way of justice. That's another good quote.
Yeah. Put that on a t-shirt.
It feels like it needs to be an inspirational poster.
Yeah,
or
on
something.
a scroll. Put it on a t-shirt or something.
Don't fuck with my mushroom.
Never fuck with another man's mushroom.
On that note, I am going to end the stream.
I thought we had.
No. Oh dear. Okay.
Bye-bye.